I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God it in his heart he found.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They run with Sanders off the option. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. And bulldozing his way through. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there. But you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now before this 2nd down play, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 9. Hurts And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And quickly finding Rager. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go! Let's go!
So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Montgomery. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Sets up to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still, 3 interceptions, that puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Fields. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields on the move to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields flushed out right. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a first down throw, Fields. It is, he throws and the ball is out. It's a live football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll buy some time right. That's the tight end, Jesper Horsted. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kick. Kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction, but for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 26, check 26. Hey, check 24.
Running left, Montgomery. Gets past him at the 10. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. On play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. They'll get this out to Gurley. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this time, he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yo, check 4, check 4. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 22 yards. And an Eagle first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack it back right around the 30. Akeem Hicks busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
These guys, sir, they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 2nd down at 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And running with power here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there